Straight from the band. This is Straight from the band. Test. 1, 2. Straight from the band. Hello, listeners. Welcome to another episode of Straight from the Ben. Today's conversation, well, it's a fun one. A few weeks ago, we did a podcast, just Al and I, called Talking Shit, where we just talked about anything and everything. Well, you know what? We enjoyed that so much that we decided to do it again. But this time, we had a guest. Mark Crandall and I have known each other for a long time. And when I was thinking of someone that likes talking shit, well, he came to mind right away. Our talking shit episodes will be a reoccurring thing every once in a while, just so we can, well, talk shit about subjects that we want to talk about. Please keep in mind that we are not experts on anything we talk about, but we do hope that these conversations encourages you to go out and research for yourself and form your own opinions. Anyway, enough talking from me. Let's talk shit. Testing. 1, 2.
2, 5, 7.
Test.
2, 5, 7.
Welcome
1,
to Straight from the Band.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Probably the most average podcast ever.
7.
In 3, 2, 1.
Fern.
Al. Here we go.
Here we go again.
Talking shit.
Talking shit. But not just you and me tonight.
No.
Enough of that shit.
Yeah, we had so much fun the first time.
Yes.
We thought, well, let's step it up a notch.
Let's step it up and invite someone who really talks shit.
That's right.
I thought I was the first guy for this.
You are.
You are our first guest.
Yeah.
We
The
tried
first
it just
guest
the two
that
of us.
talks
Tried the
shit.
two of you. Okay.
Yes.
Now
Yeah.
we're talking.
And we weren't good enough, so you're here now.
I'm here
Yeah.
for talking shit.
That's right.
All right.
Mark Crandall.
How are you, fellas? Thanks for having me.
Well,
You're welcome. Thank you for coming on
Yes.
such short notice.
cheers.
Cheers.
You're
Cheers.
drinking scotch?
Yes, I am. I'm a
Scotch
big
guy.
Scotch guy.
Are you
a
a
lot of
Scotch
people.
guy?
I actually have a Scotch room in my house. I'm not giving away the address. Don't want anybody to know where that is.
Jesus.
But I would argue, the Scotch. You know, there's a couple guys in Moncton that know more about it than I do.
So how many bottles of scotch?
92 catalog bottles right now of Scotch.
You have
I
92?
92 bottles.
That's impressive, right?
That
You
is.
told me that earlier.
Yeah,
I think he's
so-
talking shit already.
No, we were. My wife
believe
is
him.
really impressed. Some people collect cars. Some people do.
You collect scotch
I
bottles.
collect Scotch. Yeah, so I do.
When did
No,
you,
I have no quality of Scotch. I just have quantity.
Quantity.
Yes, I got a lot of bottles.
But okay, so what would be your most expensive scotch?
I have a $1,583. I gotta stop saying this, man. I live in Salisbury. I don't live in Moncton. It's a 1 in 600 Talisker. I was in Scotland for 10 days last year.
Wow.
I went to the Talisker distillery, and they were selling one of, it was 2 barrels basically.
Yeah.
You know, 300 bottles per barrel, and it was one of those.
So you
so I
paid-
had to buy that.
You paid that money for that.
I did. It's funny because you say you never open Scotch, and I had a real nice Tobermory when I was my 40th birthday, and I was saving it. And my uncle came over and he said, "Why are you not opening that bottle?" And I said, "Well, I'm saving it for a special occasion." And he told me, he said, "You never pass up an opportunity to have a drink with a good friend. Because what are you saving it for? It could be your last. You don't
Yes,
get that."
a good point.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
we cracked her open right then and there, and then
Boom.
I invited several friends over, and the next morning I woke up, and my uncle and our glass was empty, but the other guys had a half glass of Scotch. Like, they didn't like it. They didn't
Ooh.
drink. Son of a bitch.
That hurts.
Jesus.
Yeah,
They
special
don't know
room.
the value of scotch. I
No,
guess.
special room in hell for those who waste good Scotch.
Yes.
So
So you still have that bottle. It's not
now the
completely-
Tobermory's completely gone. Yeah,
It's completely
gone. Yeah, that one
Holy
didn't
fuck.
last. Didn't
That's
last
expensive piss
Well,
right
I got
there.
a brother and a sister who are not real sharp. And they come over and they have no problem opening the expensive bottles. And
Oh, nice.
Wow.
yeah. So.
Okay. So you add a new bottle every
I'm
month?
in the I travel a lot,
Yeah.
so I'm fortunate enough to be in the States. So I usually buy one on the way in at duty free.
Okay.
Can't beat that. Duty free is usually 40% off.
Yeah.
And then dollar for dollar in the States, it's pretty. The Scotches are dollar for dollar, but they have a lot more varieties than what we have here in Canada.
All right.
So you end up finding some good deals here and there. So I usually come back with a couple that way. And
So
then-
I never thought that this this is how we
Talking
start.
shit.
Yeah.
Talking
We
shit.
are a refined
But since we're on-
bunch.
but si-
Pretentious.
But since we're on the topic,
Right.
what's your recommendation? If you
For
had
it-
to give one recommendation.
Oh, it's.
for-
I was just telling Fern that actually because it's funny because I have people that come in they've never had Scotch, so I'll usually start them off with an Aberfeldy or an Aberlour, and I have a full of shit spiel that I give. That are you a red wine drinker? Or are you a white wine? Are you salty or are you sweet? You know, and then I can direct them down to where they are. I'm a peaty guy myself. I've never smoked. I'm not a smoker, but I love the Scotches like licking an ashtray when you're done. Most smokers don't like the peaty stuff because it's like the old Export A my grandmother used to smoke there without the filter, right?
Yum.
I used to
Yeah.
smoke Export, eh?
Oh yeah, no,
and,
that's just
and De Maurier.
and De Maurier Extra Light King size.
Yes.
My mother would send me to the convenience store and buy her De Maurier Extra Light King
Fuck,
size.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
I got a lot of issues, fellas. You guys want to sit? You guys want to get the couch
geez.
out?
I
You
don't
don't have
know.
a degree or a couch long enough to
not
fix what
therapy,
all
it's
Marco's
just
got
talking
going.
No,
on.
no, it's talking
And then
shit.
my mom said I was overweight, and then she said, I hate her so much. I hope she gets hit by a car. It's just, yeah.
Well,
We got a lot of issues. Now who's got the microphone, Mom?
that's right.
Oh.
In case we didn't know, Mark's. I've known Mark. Jesus. For
25 years.
oh yeah, at
probably.
least
Been a long
like
time.
going back to the old gym days and
Old gym days.
Yeah,
Fit
yeah.
court.
The
Anybody
fit
out
court.
there ever worked at the fit court?
yeah, we used
Teaching
to teach
Taekwondo and Kung Fu?
That's
I
right.
went there twice.
You go out
Holy
there.
Christ.
I had a bunch of girls in my class for the Taekwondo.
Yeah.
Red pants. I had red pants, remember?
Yes.
Beautiful
Yes,
red.
I
Those were
remember
awesome.
those red pants.
They were awesome red. If I had red pants now, things would be different. They are now.
But yeah, and I've known Mark for a long time, and Mark has literally done everything in the book.
A lot of
He's
stuff.
writing a book now.
Stand-up comedy. Played football until last year?
44 came out of retirement last
Yeah.
year. Worst
Future-
mistake of my life.
Future Maritime Football Hall of Famer right
you know
here.
what? We keep saying that, but they never put me in.
No, wait. When this comes out,
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
th-
Yes,
we're,
they will-
we're
this will
not
put
giving
you
them
back
any
on the radar.
choices. They're going to be forced
They
to put
got
you
to
in
put
there.
them in. They've seen my power. They got to put me in.
They're gonna put you in there.
I'm in, yeah.
And yeah, that's right. He was talking about he's writing a book right now.
Yeah.
So
Book.
on his
Ran
life.
for mayor at one
Ran
point.
for mayor. Riverview. Those of you
Jesus.
from Riverview didn't vote Crandall. Screw you.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's not my podcast. I don't care.
Yeah.
Screw you, Riverview people who didn't vote Crandall in 2012.
They're all embarrassed
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Yes.
That was him. Lead from the front.
So what
There
would
you
you have done? Or would you have shit your pants if you
Oh,
had been
yeah.
elected?
I was more
But-
qualified than the people running it, and I was not qualified for that. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah.
I can't do my own budget. How am I going to do a town budget of, no. I mean, Riverview's not a whole lot. It's funny because my whole platform was bringing Riverview into,
Yeah.
new age.
Yeah, yeah.
Riverview's happy being a bedroom community.
Yeah.
I'm from there.
Yeah.
I grew up, born and raised in Gunning, so I was told people I was from the poor part of Riverview, which was true, right? It was, but
I lived in Gunningsville.
Gunning was great.
Yeah, I love Gunningsville.
Yeah, it was a nice spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So great to raise kids, but they're happy being on the outskirts of Moncton.
Yeah.
So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm never going back. Screw you, Stinktown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your campaign sounded a lot like Trump.
A
Except
lot, like,
he
you
one
know, I
is
mean,
though.
it was a lot of stuff, right? Gun control. It was funny though because I was the only bilingual candidate.
I think what killed him is building that wall between Moncton and
I'm trying to
Yes.
build
in
a
Riverview.
Yes, you build bridges, not
He-
walls.
that's right.
The bridges that take 4 years
Yes.
to build. And
Fuck. Can they ever finish that
I
bridge?
don't think they will. But we would have quoted numbers like we lied. Everybody who ran, sorry Ann, I love Ann Seamers, nice lady. Don Lanahan and I, we lied the entire campaign. No one told the
Yes.
truth. No numbers were correct. Nothing. There was nobody had a clue.
Politics, right?
Politics.
Politics.
Crazy. Yeah.
That's what it is.
So good luck,
Yeah.
Riverview, next year in your election. Good luck voting.
Is it next year?
I don't
Already?
know.
I
Do
don't
the
know.
math. I told
I
you I
don't
wasn't good at
know.
math.
Fuck.
2012, add
You
4.
just-
It is next year. 2004, 2016,
That's right.
2020.
There we go.
There you go.
Things are shaping up.
Woo.
Crandall
run-
all over the place here.
Take it over again.
I think you should start again.
Well, you got it.
Yeah, run again. Come
It's
on.
tough.
You'll
We'll
have a
see.
book under your
Have a
belt
book?
and everything. Yes.
About how I didn't win the last time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You want to scoop the title of your book or no?
Book's called My Life. Are we just talking about me tonight?
No.
Oh, I didn't know. We're just.
But we
I'll
just
talk
wanna
about
get to
me
know
all
you a
the
little
time.
bit more.
You're good at it, though.
I like talking about me. One time at CrossFit, we did push-ups, and I did 24 box jumps. And another time at CrossFit, there's no chapter on CrossFit. No, the book's called My Life in Fourth Place.
My life. In
I've done
fourth
everything.
place.
I've never really won at anything. Like I was telling you
Yes.
guys earlier, the inside caption for the jacket, I told my young fella the title of the book, and he's like, 4th place. So close to 3rd.
Yes.
So we got to put that on the inside of the book. And,
But that's okay. You got a bunch of medals for participating.
No, most improved. I have a most
I love those
improved-
participation
yeah.
medals.
Yes.
Most improved wall. growing up. You
Yeah.
know who they give the most improved? Like the guy who
Yes.
couldn't skate at the start, but then
Yeah.
he could walk at the end of the
Yes.
year. Like, oh, yeah, it was just.
Most
I
improved.
got a lot of MIPs.
Yes.
Yeah, MIPs.
Fourth
Cool.
place. Fourth place.
So all right.
All
So
right.
let's get into this.
Here we go.
So talking shit.
Talking shit.
So for those of you that don't know how this goes, is basically we just come up with topics that we feel like talking about, and then
Yeah.
we get each other's opinions on it and
Yeah.
talk shit about it.
We're allowed to like be honest.
Absolutely.
Like, who's like? What are we getting out here for listeners? Is it media? Is it?
We don't know.
We don't know.
Oh, you'll be
I guess
canceled.
That's
Well,
the beauty of a podcast. You
We're,
really
we're
don't
all gonna be
know.
we're all gonna be canceled by the end of this.
Can they
podcast.
cancel? Can they cancel your own podcast?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think they can do that.
No, they
No,
can't. But
they can't.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can get her done.
He's talking shit already.
yeah, that's right.
Let's get her done. Yeah.
That's
I'll
the-
let you. Who should start?
I think Mark should start.
I don't have a
He's-
topic. I'm the guest.
Okay.
Well, okay.
I
So
didn't come with a topic.
you
I
didn't come.
assumed you guys would talk about stuff, and I would
okay.
just jump in.
all right, you go for it, Al.
All right.
Bring up a topic.
Capitalism.
Oh, my
Jesus.
God! Really?
Fuck.
This is. Did you not hear the mayor thing? Did you not hear
Capitalism.
this? All right. In what?
Well, is it a good thing or a bad thing? I think capitalism is the root of all evil in our society.
Oh, stop.
Come on.
How do you expect things to get done if we don't have capitalism? How do you think?
What would be your alternate? What would be your solution?
Well, I think that it fogs the whole. It clouds judgment, because when you're focused on making money, for instance, climate change. Take the capitalism story out of it, and I think we would have very different conversations.
Yeah, it's one-
Take the lobby, take the the motor
Yeah.
vehicle lobby out of there, take the gas lobby out of there. I think we would have a very different conversation.
Well, if it wasn't for capitalism, we might not even have cars.
There you go.
So look, there we go.
Do you know how long a drive it is to Sydney, Nova Scotia?
On horseback.
I'm not doing that. Are we allowed to swear? Am I allowed to drop an F-bomb?
Yes,
All right, we're talking
Absolutely.
shit with F-bombs.
Yes.
It's funny because I was talking to my kids about that because it's really excited this year about the election because my kids, my 14-year-old and my 12-year-old were interested, which I thought was great. L'Odyssée and Mascaret,
Yeah.
the mock
Yeah, I
election. I
know.
was really impressed with that. And they got in a big discussion because, like you said, they couldn't wrap their heads around why the Green Party wasn't bigger. Because I think we're doing a great job of promoting, green to the younger generation.
Yes.
But my counter to that was every party. There shouldn't be a Green Party. Every party. It should be a platform with every party.
Every-
it
yeah,
should be
absolutely.
25% of your campaign topics should be green.
Yes.
Like, so you don't need a Green Party. If everybody
Yeah.
was doing it properly. Now, to your point with regards to capitalism and ever change, I think that corporate greed and I think that the machine is way too big and you'll never see it go away. Like we keep saying we're going to do stuff. We're just, you can't fight. As much as I would like to see it done and as much as I think.
So you agree with my point?
I don't think shit, I'm kind of caught in that.
See,
No, because I'm a big proponent of furthering the economy, and I don't know what the answer is to it. You never.
But
Yeah.
really, how would you get things done without capitalism? Like how? Why would
Well,
companies
Can't all
do
be
anything?
hippies hugging each other and loving.
You
Well,
know?
yes, I'm all for hugs, but I guess the problem I have is not so much making money. It's when it becomes the goal of whatever you do. Like, for instance, I think that there's a lot of people, and we have a lot of reality shows now, right?
Yeah.
About becoming celebrities. I think that they want to become celebrities to be rich. I think that there's a lot of kids nowadays who go into or try to be professional sports, into professional sports, not because they love the sport, maybe they do, but there's also the, oh, fuck, I'm going to be rich someday.
I don't think capitalism is a problem. I think mankind at this point in time is the problem. Capitalism, when done properly and responsibly, will work. But I agree with your point on the social media component and the Americanization. I'm going to say it because
Yeah.
it's what it is.
Yeah.
The Kardashians.
Yes.
It's the ruination of society.
Fuck, they're
We're
rich
looking
for
at
doing
that for
fuck
being
all.
nothing. They're actually drains on. They're not good people.
No.
You're not even talking decent human beings. And if you disagree with me out there, I don't care. Not
Oh,
my
come on
show.
now. Look at Kim. Although I will.
Kim Kardashian might be top 5 stupid, law degree or not.
No, but
Okay.
look at what she's done though for prison reform. Yeah,
For
did you,
what?
she's met.
One guy.
No, more than that. She's had more. She's had several people, got them out of jail for being wrongfully imprisoned. She's
I think you're quoting like numbers like I did during the election.
Yes.
I
No,
don't know if Kim-
no. I think she's had a few, like quite a few,
Oh, she's
because
had a
she's
few.
met with Donald Trump and she's had a few of these people. Like I, fact check me out there, but I know there's been at least a couple. I think.
A couple.
Well, but
Ruination.
As
Look,
a-
look,
as
I'm no
as
fan of
opposed
Kim
to- As
Kardashian.
opposed to the thousands, if not millions, of people who want to be like her, because
Oh, yeah.
But see, social media has that American dream.
Yeah.
Is now like there are 4-year-old millionaires that are YouTubers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like it's attainable.
Yeah.
We've made it look like this is like
Yes.
my kids. I have to limit the YouTube time because
Yes.
they think this is a thing. The TikTok stuff.
Yeah.
They're TikToking, and all it takes is the right hit at the right time,
Yeah.
and you're a famous person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened to me yet,
Yeah.
but maybe this pod. Oh my God!
See,
I
Yeah.
see what
It's gonna
this is where
happen.
capitalism.
Straight from
Straight-
the bin.
Capitalism at its finest, right here.
Yes.
Mark Crandall is now
Yes.
famous.
but
The cat's out of the bag.
I'm not sure. I agree to a certain extent that yes, capitalism does go to certain extremes that, and kind of.
You can't have society without it. You won't-
No,
it won't.
and it's really too difficult to.
Where does it? Where does where the lack of capitalism work anywhere in the world? Is there any other country in the world that doesn't have the like look at take a third world country. No
Yeah.
capitalism. They're not. They're no. I mean, are they any greener? Are they?
Well, it's not.
you
about
know, is it just like where would it? How would it work? In which situation could you envision it actually succeeding?
Well, I would envision a society where you make choices based on what is right versus versus what will make you money. A society where you will choose a career or something that you want to do, and will make you happy, and regardless of the salary that you will make.
I think you need to go, we need to go back to 1923.
I think so too.
For that,
Yes, and,
You know,
and
I
I'm
don't
not,
disagree.
And I'm
No,
not
it's
saying-
just-
I'm not saying I have the solution.
Yeah.
But I think it's a big problem. Like, and I'm part of the problem.
Yeah.
Like, I have more TVs at home than
It's a lot
I care to
a
count.
lot of me first. I find a lot of me first.
Oh, yeah.
Me first in the gimme gimmies. It's me.
Yeah.
We didn't, but people used to take care of neighbors. Used to take care of.
Yes.
I got two of my closest friends that you lay down a traffic for. There's no, we're burying a body. I show up with a shovel, no questions asked, right? But because of what's going on in the world, we take care of ourselves first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our family first,
Yes.
and then if there's a little bit left over. I can honestly say myself, I'm lacking. I need to do one good thing. Like I could do better things in my life. Haven't found what that is yet, but there's so many things you could do to help out, and
You
just
know what
don't do it.
You know what I did today?
What'd you do?
Out of the blue.
Uh,
And anybody that knows me would think, oh, my fuck, what's wrong with him? I gave $5 to a homeless person.
that's a whole. Okay, I want my topic now. Can I have my topic now?
Yeah,
you can
Are
have
we
your
done
topic.
capitalism?
Yes.
Okay, I live downtown Moncton.
Yeah.
I live in the heart of downtown Moncton. Not giving the address because that's Gottram.
Yes.
Okay. I actually want to open a business on St. George Street. There's a building there that I really would like to start and open a business. But because of the situation in Moncton right now and what we're doing, catering to
Yeah.
a lot of the homeless
Yes.
and a lot of, now there's the argument there, we don't know why they're homeless, a lot of mental illness, a lot of
Yeah.
drug. I don't care what your reason is. It still does not give you the right to be a criminal
Yeah.
or be a douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
And I find we're condoning a lot of really.
Absolutely.
There are 500 homeless people driving around on bicycles that they all didn't pay for.
Yeah.
I want to go steal all the bikes back. Like, is that? And then you can't say that in public because
You just-
everybody
you
gets
just
mad
did.
at you.
You just
but
did.
I guarantee it, they stole the bikes.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't buy these bikes. Oh no, no. Frig off. They did not buy any of the bikes. Okay. There's no. So how do we fix?
Yeah.
If you were a business owner, and I want to revitalize St. George. I think it's a great, but I can't. This building is
It
close
is.
to the Harvest House,
Yeah.
and I just can't do it. I can't put my money in because Moncton has.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that neighborhood in particular.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. It's
It's
not a.
You know what? I watched a little documentary that was made locally here
I
about
saw that.
Tent City.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Very well done.
I
I'm
didn't see
impressed
it.
with
Very
that.
well done. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really well done. It kind of brings you to a different perspective about our homeless problem. but I have to agree. There has to be some solution because right now, and this is rumors that I've heard that they were basically once they this at one point they were busing people in. They were paying bus tickets to have homeless people come to Moncton because we had all these.
Really?
Yeah,
We
this
were
is what
so
I've heard.
welcoming to homeless people.
Well, that and that we were supposed to have all these places for them and,
Yeah,
and
the
this
bed
kind
there,
of
the
stuff.
building down by where the Nautilus used to be
Yeah.
was supposed to be turned into.
It's still in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
works,
yeah.
I
but
don't, yeah, they're running into some
I think
trouble
so.
down
yeah,
there.
yeah,
but-
yeah.
anyway, no, I have to agree. It is. I don't know what the solution is. I have sympathy for them at the same time that it is like you said. There's no excuse for criminality and just being
Yeah.
Douchebag's my word.
yes.
Douchebag.
Yeah.
Douchebag's a good word.
And you know what? And I don't want to get into the whole topic of homelessness because I know that there's issues there and there's histories. What I have problems with is the young kids, and what I mean by kids is 30 and younger. First of all, they don't, especially in the summer, right? Because I think in the summer we see more of the young kids
Yeah, the
around.
winters suck. You're gonna
Yeah.
see you see less and less in the winter.
And they have
yeah.
dogs.
It might like get rid of the dog. What are you doing? You're
Like
it's-
seriously.
Yeah, I know.
Like
Yeah.
you want money for two? Like and I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean they're very able. They seem very able and capable.
Is there a point, like I know meth is a horrible thing, and I know mental illness is a horrible thing, and I have 3 kids, and I can't fathom, I just can't understand like how you could never go home. Like there's nothing that my kids could do that you wouldn't stand behind them, and I don't like. Is it a choice?
Well, I
is
think
it-
there's history, right? There's
is-
trauma.
Yeah.
There could be trauma. There
There's-
could be drugs, mental illness. There's
There's
variety
Still
of
not
things.
allowed to be a douchebag
No, absolutely
true.
not. And criminals.
and criminals.
Yeah.
Well, my topic
So
wasn't exciting.
so Mark, every homeless person that you see riding a bike,
Stolen. Oh, guaranteed. Stolen. Yeah. No, I will go on record. You got a record? Are we on record?
Oh, we're on
Yeah,
record.
and I don't care. I know there's a lot of people out there. Oh, no, that guy's just wrong. He is wrong. Can't wait to write. I'm going to write into this podcast that Mark Crandall's a jerk. Okay? The bike is stolen. Give your head a shake. They didn't go to Canadian Tire and buy a $112.
either that or they collected the
yeah.
$5 for a long
Exactly.
time.
And a 32-year-old man driving an 8-year-old BMX bike. Yeah, that's what he wanted. That's all he could afford, so he got a small one. Give your head a shake. Bleeding hearts out there. The bike is stolen. And when you see them driving 2 bikes, okay, I got my own bike and I'm wheeling another bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a stolen bike.
yeah, that's always not.
It's not. That's how. I've stolen a bike before. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Okay, you get your own bike and you steal the other kid's bike.
Yeah. And you sell it.
Sell it. Well, for
Yeah.
what? We're gonna sell it for? Like, you ain't
Right.
gonna sell it to another homeless person because
Well, yeah, that's true.
they're going.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay,
All right.
Vern, your turn.
All right, my turn.
Come on,
like
you're
Well, I'm
this.
gonna lighten.
Oh,
I'm gonna lighten things up
Yeah,
a
it's
bit.
pretty heavy
Oh,
topics.
this is
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys got.
wait.
Let's talk about September
I'm gonna
11th.
lighten things up a bit.
Yeah, right.
Let's talk about white privilege.
White privilege.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think we can do that.
Well,
As
we're
a-
4. We're 3.
No. I'm a minority.
You are.
Okay? I'm a redhead. There is 2% of us. You do not know. Okay, yes, the poor, the Jews have been persecuted for 20,000 years. The African American, Canadian people, the Native people of Canada. No one knows the plight of the redhead. Okay, do you know I should have a medal just for talking to a woman? You have no idea what redheads go. You remember that Cosmo, back in the Cosmo days?
Yeah,
we would
yeah,
dance
yeah.
that last dance?
Oh,
And
fuck.
you guys was all dancing?
Love it.
And I was up on the balcony by myself, not
Yes.
dancing with nobody because nobody
He's
wants to
a
dance
redhead.
with
Yeah.
acid wash jeans,
Yes.
cardigan, mullet, redhead guy. I don't even like Stairway to Heaven. It's a stupid song. It's a stupid
It's a-
song. and
it's
I
a
don't wanna
long-
dance to
it's
it
a-
anyway.
it's a
It
long
is freaking
song.
It's a long song if you're enjoying
Try being
yourself.
by yourself.
I seem to enjoy that.
It's the worst song ever.
No, but seriously, white privilege. I mean, I know we're at the bottom of the rung here. We're white. We're male.
Yeah,
I mean, we're-
where do we go from here with that question or
Well,
that
it's
that
just
topic?
it's been no, but I'm just curious as to. I mean, I understand that yes, we probably do have certain privileges.
So are you talking white privilege or
Yeah.
white man privilege?
Well, both really.
Have you ever seen? There's a video online of a coach. He's in the States somewhere. And he's a high school coach, phys ed teacher.
Yeah.
And he brings all his kids
I
out to
think
the
I've seen
football
that.
field. and he's got 2 African American kids, and the rest of them are white kids. And he says, okay, if anybody here, whenever I say something, I want you to take a step, 5 steps forward, go 5 yards up.
Yeah, I've seen
He says,
that.
how many people here have had a meal and never worry about where they're going to get their next meal? And all the kids, how many people here have not had to work so far to make ends meet? And these are high school kids. And he names all of these things. How many people here have never had to worry about their parents paying their bills, bang, 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 bang? And then so all these white kids keep moving up the 5 yards. So they start out on the 45-yard line, and then the guy says, go, we're going to race. Bam! And the 2 African-American kids still run and beat all the white kids that are starting out. Just to illustrate, these are the things that you don't even think about that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I like to think that Canada, we're a little more forward. I don't think we do have racism. It's but you don't have it as much as, most of the American states do. I mean, you can go as near as Maine and Boston.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot of racism there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm there a lot. There's a lot of it going on, right? But so as Canadians, where would the white privilege come in? I don't think it's a huge.
No.
Would you?
But my problem with it is that not that I don't think that, yes, I probably do have privilege. We have privileges being male that, yes, we don't worry about, walking to our cars late in the evening, or we don't, we're
But
white.
that's not white privilege. That's
Well,
like
it's white male, right?
Yeah,
but
that's man privilege.
yeah, but I never get stopped and questioned, like, why is my car? How do I afford my car? Like, right? If I get stopped by the police, or just simple things that we might not think about. I agree that we might have certain privileges, but I find that they're really putting a lot of focus on this. While we should be in a position that we should be kind of try to bring people together, rather than try to really focus on identifying people for their being white, or why. Let's just get away from race altogether.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
But actually, your point brings me back to my capitalism point, because when you have something that others don't have, it creates envy. So I think that would be the analogy I would make with that one.
But to me, like, why did we go from
Do people want to be included? Have we gone so far with a segregation or a white thing? Because you go to any big city, right? The white people are in one area, African Canadian one area, Italian, Chinese, Asians are all in one area. Or we're segregating ourselves automatically. Like, is privilege really a thing, or is it even a thing anymore?
That's a good
or
question.
Is white privilege, is it the other way? Is there, because as Canada, we're a cultural melting pot, right? We are, is there privilege more, let's say, an immigration privilege?
Mm-hmm.
Do immigrants have more privilege than we do right now? Is it a white thing? I don't even know if it's a white. Like, I do agree in certain countries in the world, white privilege is a thing. In Canada, I don't think white privilege is a big thing. Male privilege over female privilege, perhaps.
Maybe.
But
Okay,
I'm not sure.
But let me throw this one out there. I would dare you ask any Aboriginal person in Canada if there's white privilege in Canada.
There's another great question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm almost
Oh, look.
certain that 100% of them would say.
But we have
"Fuck yeah."
segregated. We have segregated all of the native communities. Is segregation is the answer, or is bringing them into communities? Because it's not working.
No,
what we're doing
obviously
now,
not.
Segregating and throwing money at them
absolutely.
is not working.
No.
We need people, like you said, just people. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if you're African American. Doesn't matter if you're Native. Doesn't matter if you're Syrian. We need more. Putting them out, they have to be in the society. They got to be in the cities. We got to be in. That's the only way to help each other. You can't help each other in a remote area.
No.
Throwing money at a problem is a solution with no help. You need to get people in houses beside each other that are like I really think that. Agree with you 100% that we've segregated. That being a native is we've alienated them.
Oh yes.
Yeah. But I think the solution is but do you want to? If we went to any native resident and said, listen, guys, let's amalgamate you into Riverview. Let's amalgamate you into housing here, right?
But it depends what you mean by amalgamate. If it means assimilate,
Assimilate, yeah,
That's
better word.
That's
yeah.
a different story.
Let's bring them in.
Then everybody becomes us.
But on the same token, I do think there's a negative. They have a negative, like, oh, we're not going to hire that. Like, I think there's some barriers
Yes.
Yeah.
that way. Well, I can't hire this. Like there's been such a stereotype
Yes.
as to it's nice to see anybody of any minority succeed and help.
Well, I'll tell you something, Fern, with your question or
Yeah.
your topic.
My scotch is
Yeah,
empty,
he's,
by the
he's
way.
hold
done
on.
with the
Just in
scotch.
case I didn't
Go
know.
for
All
it.
right,
For
you
those
can-
of
you
you at
can go.
home,
I'll make
No,
my
go.
comment.
for
while
those of you
you
at home, my scotch is that they promised me
Jeez.
unlimited scotch.
Yes,
Part
unlimited.
of I'm
Yeah.
somewhat of a celebrity. and
We
that's
should
what
do
they-
next podcast in
they
your
say,
house.
You come to my house, yeah.
So, just the fact that we have that question or that topic, would we have the topic Aboriginal privilege? Would we have the topic black or Canadian, African Canadian privilege? Would we have the topic
Women
immigrant privilege?
Well,
So I think just the fact, I think there's only one privilege that we can talk about, and it's white privilege. So if your
I
question is,
understand.
does it exist? I think so.
I think it exists, but why are we putting so much focus on it? Like, okay, look at the spectrum.
because it exists.
We're human.
Yes.
Okay, right? We're human.
Yes.
If you go to the other end of the extreme, each and every one of us are individuals. I'm different than you are. I'm different than
Yes.
you are. We're all different at the fundamental basis. We're all individuals.
Yes.
Why are we stopping so many places in between? Race, sex.
Oh wow.
You know,
yes.
Why? But I mean, it's just it kind of boggles my mind why
Yes.
we're trying to stop.
Why do we
there.
categorize
and why
everything?
stop on that? Why
Yeah.
stop on race? Why not stop on athleticism? Blah, blah, blah.
Eclecticism.
I'm a Cleveland Browns fan.
Yeah,
I got
you know.
nothing. Like, we
No,
can't
no,
talk about
but-
we can't talk about athletes right now.
No, but it would make more sense to discriminate based on how athletic you are than anything else, because if you're more athletic, you're going to be your survival of the fittest, right? That's how it used to be.
Are you bullying me right now?
What?
I feel like you're bullying me right
I
now.
totally am.
Are we doing this push-up competition or what? I was promised the push-up competition. I just don't.
Drink your
All
scotch.
right, drink my
Yeah,
scotch.
drink.
Just-
Do you think you need 3 more of those
I gotta
before
tell you
we do?
guys, this is not at all what I thought we were going to be doing, talking shit.
No,
Y'all-
what did you think
Well,
it was?
you know what? The ruination of society, other than social media, French people. I'm just joking. No. Joking. C'est pas vrai. No. C'est une joke. Come on, man. Il fait beau, il chaud. Aye.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
All right, here we
Anyways,
go. Two
all
French
right, so
I just
white
kind of want to
privilege.
talk about. Well, it's just I think.
I-
Although I think it exists.
I don't think it exists as much in Canada
No, and I agree with you.
as it does
As
in
it does in other parts.
mostly the States.
But at the same time, I'd
And
rather
South Africa.
see.
South Africa's pretty bad.
Yeah.
South Africa's
it
got some
still?
white privilege.
Is it
Oh,
still?
yeah, it's still to
Still?
this day. It's
But I'd
still-
like to see it. I'd just like to be able to see it. Okay, let's just move past this. And yes, things have happened in the past, but we need to move forward, and we can
I don't
only
know
move
if you
forward.
can in certain spots.
Well,
I
Yeah,
think
but you can't be. Well, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But the problem is we have to remove those barriers and we have to remove those privileges that exist. And you and I won't do it. But I
How
think
do you remove those privileges?
I think you persecute. Like you look at the American situation with white people and the African Americans, they've been persecuted, like beat up, put down. There's almost like conspiracy theories about how the government purposely does things to put African American people in different areas. I think that we've done too much. Like it's too far gone.
Mm.
I was in Atlanta last year, last April, and I was just walking down the street by myself, and then eventually I was the only Caucasian in this area, and I have no problem with anybody. Like I said, I'm a redhead. I got no problem with anybody. Love you all, but it was because of the persecution that they've gone through for the last 500 years. Like they didn't like me. Right, and I didn't care. Like, guys, listen, we're Canadian. We don't care. Like, I'm cool. Like, I love, like, no problem at all. But it didn't matter. It was so. It's a two-way. It's unfortunate, but to their fault, no, because we've done such a horrible job of alienating them and segregating them and just, it's it's a mess.
I don't know where to
think
go.
you can have.
But I agree. We should all sing "Imagine" from John Lennon, and that
Great song.
That is-
Thank you very
that
much.
is- that is
You
an-
talk about your anti-capitalism. You talk about your one
Yes,
guy who
yes.
had a chance. There's no more John Lennons. Now, here's a topic. The great Greta Thunberg there, the young lady right now,
Yes.
Yes.
fighting for.
Yes.
What a brave young lady. You want to talk about someone fighting against capitalism, fighting against
Yes.
to one voice, right? Whether or not we're listening, we say we're listening, and we treat her like we are. She's getting a ton of social media coverage.
Yes.
Mhm.
She's drawn the attention of an idiot running an entire country, and she irks him, which I think is wonderful.
Oh, really? Are we talking about
yeah.
Trump?
Oh, he can't. He's already been condescending to her. He's
Well, he's condescending to everybody.
He is, but I mean, he's.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that means he likes you.
He
Really.
doesn't discriminate that way.
No, he doesn't
It's just
discriminate at all.
But this young lady, there's your voice. How come we have no more voices? And how do you become a voice? Social media, further to your Kardashians, and you say she's doing some things, some great things with some death row inmates and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I think celebrities, and I'm really disappointed in the amount of American celebrities that haven't come out against. Like, we've got a couple of them, but this should be you. You have an opportunity here. You have a voice, a microphone, a plateau, if you will, to do better.
yeah.
Where's the next voice? How can we get another John Lennon? How come there aren't
Yeah.
any more John Lennon?
Well, you know what? Look, there are a few. Jane Fonda. Everybody knows who
Yeah,
Jane
yeah,
Fonda
Been
is.
Jane-
arrested
yeah,
twice.
Jane
She
in
was
the last
arrested
2
the
weeks.
other day,
Don
yeah.
Lemon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. So
but
I
was
don't
she
know.
arrested
she
twice?
was
Is that
arrested.
what
she was
yeah,
arrested
for
for
protesting. And
Protesting,
Yeah.
yeah, on climate change.
Yeah. Paul
In-
McCartney,
Interesting.
Stella years ago with the seal hunt
Yeah.
in Newfoundland. This Greta Thunberg, I think, is a great one, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I don't know where the next great voices are, and I don't think there's room for that many, to be honest. And not that I don't think there should be more, but I think the reason one stands out is because there is one.
I find two.
Like
even
there
if you-
was not 25 John Lennons when John Lennon was
No.
alive. There was
And
one.
This social media platform can do great things, but it also gives all people opportunity to be very negative. Look at this this lady. Okay, you could cure cancer tomorrow,
Yeah.
and 50% of the people are going to love what you did,
Yeah.
and 50% of the people behind the scenes of a computer, even this podcast, if they don't like us,
Oh yeah.
they're going to be. My name is Mark Crandall, and if any of you don't like what I say, I will gladly meet you anywhere to discuss in person.
And that's the important thing, right?
Okay,
It's discussion,
but
it's
you don't.
conversation.
But they're not.
No, no.
Everybody's brave behind
Yeah,
a
yeah.
computer.
It's a
Yeah.
bunch of
Y'all
sissies.
brave. Y'all just
No, absolutely.
So
And even and
so why do good? Why do good if no matter what you do, it's going to be met with 50% negativity?
Well, here's how you do it. I don't know why, but I'll tell you how you do it. You just don't pay attention to it.
Is it easier said than
Well,
done? Like,
You
is
know what?
it?
I've never listened to our podcast. I've never listened to it.
I think you should listen to your podcast. I'm not.
I have not.
I
So I
s-
ask Fern once in a while if there are comments or how many
Yeah.
people
Are
are.
there comments?
Yeah, a few
couple,
here and
a
there.
few
Good
here
ones? Or
and
are we punching people?
no, we'll get a few after this one, I'm
I
sure.
like punching. I love punching people.
there. This is my last
All
podcast.
right. No, welcome to the Mark Crandall Show, everybody.
You just don't pay attention to it. Do your thing, and don't read the fucking bad comments.
Yeah.
You know, I was on the news a couple of years ago for something school related, right? And I was not on Facebook at the time, and was not interested. But I was a bit curious to see what the reaction would be to what I had said. So I went on the social media of the news reporter, right? And oh my fuck, it's scary. Exactly what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
50-50.
Fucking bunch of idiots
Yeah.
who were saying stupid shit that was not related at all to what I had said or was taking way over the top, and it scared me. And that's the moment when I thought I'd never want to know what people think of me on social media. Fuck that shit. It's too scary.
Yeah,
I'm
it
the
is.
reverse. I think that if you're brave enough to write something, we should fight.
Have a
No talk.
I was gonna say
We are
discussion,
way- no, we are way too nice to people now. There's not enough punching going on, and no, I don't care. If I punch the guy and they punch back, yep. But no, we need to go back to punching.
Yes, and anybody who wants to
Yeah.
have a chat with Mark,
I'm 5'2".
yeah, be fucking ready.
If you're okay to punch a hobbit,
Yes.
if you want to punch a little person, then good. I'll put my glasses on and you do your worst.
Go for it.
So what did you
But-
think we were going to talk about tonight? You
Ah,
said that this is not
This is not it,
Yeah,
man. You go
see?
deeper than.
Oh,
you
yeah,
dig
we
up
go
français,
deep.
là. Je savais
deep.
pas, je savais
it.
pas.
We're straight from the band.
You're deep.
Wow.
But in full disclosure,
Yeah.
going back to your Greta,
Yeah.
I was a little bit critical
Okay.
when she came out and did her speech at the UN, based on, because I've seen the left.
He's crunching his ice. I need him to stop
Yeah.
doing that because I gotta.
Oh, you don't like
No,
it?
I mean people snapping their gum too. Why would you snap your gum? It's a gum. It's not a toy. Chew your gum. Don't eat it. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
I don't understand it. Chips. Eating chips too. Can't eat chips.
Are you
So
gonna
when
punch
she
me?
did her speech, I found it too fear mongering in the sense that as the left has been doing,
Yeah.
where they're really trying to just, oh, the world's going to end in 12 days.
But are we too far gone?
No, I don't think so.
Do you really like?
I don't think so.
Shit's melting.
Jeez, you didn't listen to our
You
podcast.
didn't listen to our podcast
No, with
with,
the
No.
Rhea.
with
Yeah,
Rhea.
it's my
No.
favorite of all.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan than you guys. It's like, where's my playlist?
Joe who?
Oh.
Where's my favorites? Yo.
But anyway, I was a little bit. Although I do appreciate everything that she's done. I mean, she's going above and beyond. I mean, how old is she?
16.
16.
16.
I mean, this coming from a 16-year-old. My goodness.
Brave.
But
Brave.
I'm just afraid that she's being taken advantage of by, or kind of more or less tailored to,
I think-
by a certain population that, I don't know. I'm just afraid, but if this is coming from her,
I think if she can engage,
absolutely. If she
Young
can open
people-
people's eyes.
and because
Yeah.
we're not going to change. We just mentioned it. Capitalism's not going to change at our level
Yeah, no,
or the
not
generation
going back.
before us.
We're not going back.
If she can change the mindset of young people, then I think, hey,
Yeah.
mission accomplished.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I also don't think that she meant to become who she's become. I think she's
no.
an accidental hero. She did that thing at the UN and it took a life on its own.
Yeah.
And she people just reached out to her and
Yeah.
want her.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm hoping that's, I'm thinking she's doing great things, and like you said, she's definitely opening people's eyes and sparking an interest
Yeah.
in
Conversation.
in conversation.
Even talking about it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's exactly it,
Yeah.
right? She's sparking conversation, so
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
there.
Good on her.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
Imagine all the
people
people gotta
what you-
living for today.
All right.
All right. That was our.
Y'all didn't know it was gonna go this way, did you?
That was
No.
fucking awful.
Okay, I gotta put my pants back on.
Okay,
I
thank
just
you.
gotta-
Well, give her. What you got next, Al?
Well, I guess let's go with one.
I'm
that I-
still not recovered from capitalism.
All right. I'll go with one that I think you'll enjoy.
All right, here we
All
go.
right.
Here we go.
Political correctness.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Here we
Fern,
go.
Here we go. We coached football this year, Fern.
Yes, we
And
did.
We had to be politically correct
All the
in
time.
Football. Okay, we have gone way too far. Stupid people need to know they're
Thank
stupid
you.
people.
Thank
I
you.
don't like. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what I did. I'm gonna tell you what I did on Thursday. Thursday
I knew
morning.
that was getting going.
I met with a client on Thursday in St. John. I had coffee at Second Cup in St. John,
Yeah.
and it's attached to an Indigo. So the Indigo opened up at 10 o'clock, and I went into the Indigo, and I bought 2 books, Fashion Design for Beginners for my daughter, and a sketchbook. She likes those. And as I'm walking by the children's place, I see a box of slime for $14.95. Beautiful box. 16 slime. Like, this is the greatest. They have this priced wrong. I'm about to scam the Indigo people for slime, okay? I rearrange the books, my coffee, and I pick up this 80-pound box of slime, and I go to the counter, and it was Wednesday, sorry, it's bring your kid to work day. There's a young lady there with her 14-year-old kid, and I slam this slime down, and I'm like, 14, listen, I think I'm scamming you guys, but ring it in, please. And she's like, sir, you brought the display case. They're $14.95 each. Okay, so I then look at her kid, and I said, son, you just met a stupid person. It's 10 o'clock, your first stupid person of the day. I'm your stupid person, okay? Like, there's no sugarcoating it. That was a stupid person. We have millions of people walking around that should be smarter than Mark Crandall. Billions even. Yet there are 4 to 5 billion out there
Yeah.
that aren't. we are way too nice
Oh,
to
absolutely.
people. We are way too, even people, I'll take it a step further, people coming into the country love immigration, love it. I think that, as Canada, we've promoted for 200 years.
Yeah.
This is the place to come. You have all of the rights that I do as a Canadian. You do not have more. We are so politically correct. We are so nice. We're so worried about
Yes.
offending people that no. Things have got to go
Yes.
the other way.
Yeah.
If you're stupid, you're stupid. If you're mean, you're mean. We've got to stop catering to
Yeah.
people's
No,
emotions.
Yeah.
Football this year. I mean, football's a hard-nosed sport. You got to prepare these kids, but you can't even look. There's so many different things out there now with, I'm not even allowed to say it because we got to, what? Screw it. We had this one kid. I was coaching these 12 kids, and one of them mouthed off. I said, okay, down for push-ups. And we did push-ups. Got up again. Another kid said something. Okay, guys, down for push-ups again. We did push-ups. Back, the first kid said something again. Guys, you got the wrong guy here because I can do push-ups all night. Afterwards, the mother came up and she said, my son has autism, Tourette's. She had a list of everything that the young fella had. And I said, that's good because there's none of that in football. We'll work it out. He's in the great place for it because there's structure, there's discipline. We'll work it out. It's good. And that caused the huge shitstorm of me not being sympathetic. It was extremely sympathetic. Football's a great sport for all of that.
Yeah.
Because you're allowed to be loud, you're allowed to make noise, you're allowed to be, but we're also going to work it out because there's a lack of discipline that a lot of these kids have.
Yeah.
Because they're using that as a crutch
Yeah.
and not as an advantage to what they're capable of doing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
way too nice to people. I'm sorry. Americans, we're way too nice to you. Y'all stupid.
Yeah.
But don't get me-
We talked about this before.
political correctness is just going off the rails.
Yes.
I mean, look at it in the like if you go look even at the universities, you need safe spaces, you need trigger warnings, you need oh my god, like they are like if a speaker comes talking on campus that they don't like, they have them
Yeah.
canceled.
Yeah.
I mean, all this political correctness is just causing a lot of barriers and is just creating.
Do we cater more to the minority than we do the majority? And that's part of our political correctness? Like, do we...
Well, I think we cater to anybody who could get offended by anything. And I think that's part of the issue. Me personally, I don't know. Like, I doubt myself all the time now, especially when I'm in a social setting, as to what I can say, the joke I can make.
Don't tell jokes anymore. As a stand-up comedian, actually, stand-up comedy is good because you can get away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That's on stage. If you didn't come to laugh and you get offended by it, great, I'll destroy you. It's even better.
Yeah.
But you're in conversation, especially in the workforce.
Yeah.
Really careful of what you say, which is fine.
Yeah.
I can understand that. You don't want to offend. I find I'm in a very male-dominated workforce. Years ago, I think women have come a long way. I still think there's a lot of it where we make jokes with women in the room we should never make. And I think that part of it, any derogatory towards them, because I love women. I have a hard time with single moms after football season. The single moms, when the kids had the dads there, the kids were well behaved. When the moms were there, I'm sorry, moms, the kids were bad. Y'all need the dads and moms, single people, fix your shit to stop catering to the kids. No, seriously, y'all, neither one of you want to be a bad kid. Your kid needs some discipline. Okay, our generation of parents, worst ones yet. Kids ain't have no discipline. Sometimes the kid's a shithead. You need to fix some shit. But anyways. We're just way too nice. I just did it right there. I just offended all the single moms. I used to think single moms was really hot. Okay, I'm a big single mom guy. Until I coach football this year. No. When they come over and complain because Declan, not even a name. That's another thing. Stop naming your kids stupid names.
Apple.
Oh, my God. I want to be
Southwest.
We're going to come back. Well, this is part of Politically Correct. We got a lot of stupid people naming a lot of stupid names
They all want to be different
with
right?
the kids.
They want to
It's
be
not
different.
a thing. You can't make up names. But he might named his kid Zayden. It's not a name. He ain't a superhero. He ain't Shazam's twin, Zayden. You don't be naming your kid stupid names.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Sort of. I'm not really sorry.
By political correctness. I don't know. You know what? For one, I'm not a big fan, and neither are you. But you know what? Donald Trump is tearing down that political correctness wall. He is not politically correct, right?
Oh my
And I
God.
think that he's kind of like maybe
is one of the few people on the planet doesn't care.
breaking
about
barriers.
Yeah.
his-
You think he's breaking barriers? I don't know. Maybe he's just kind of no, but he's opening, like he's making people realize, okay, geez, yeah,
I think I hate to admit it because I hate that man more than anything in the world. This is going to
Yes.
flag us all on some
Oh,
kind of report
geez, yeah.
Oh,
somewhere.
yeah.
But you're kind of right because he doesn't give a shit, and there is 50% of Americans that are following his suit. Like
because they're tired of being
they
politically
don't
correct.
care
I mean,
either. They're really
Yes, but is
not that it's right, but
No,
it's
but-
happening.
but that's the problem.
and I don't
Like,
think you should go out and purposely try to offend people. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to purposely try to offend people. But when you're having conversations and you can't have conversations because you're afraid to offend people,
Yes.
I think that's where the problem
Yeah,
lies.
yeah.
And also, just further to that, as a redhead, we don't like ginger. Y'all think that ginger's cute, and you can call us gingers and shit.
Aw, Mark
we
Ginger.
we don't like that.
Mark
we
Ginger
don't. We
Crandall.
don't. We,
Really?
oh my fuck! I'm getting up front. You hear stuff flying. I told you not to call me ginger. And then they had me on their show, and they called me a ginger, and I hate them so much. I hope they get hit by a car.
You're gonna have to go see your therapist after this.
That's another problem too. I have a hard time with therapists.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they're smarter than we are. I think
They
in
listen
one,
probably
Well,
better.
they might listen better, but they have read one or two more books on stuff. They're no more successful than we are. They have
No,
no
you're-
more. I know where all
well,
my
it
problems come
depends.
from.
Well, no, it depends. So first of all,
Yeah.
you can't compare your intellect to the rest of society.
I outdo it daily.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a spectrum, right? So you might be at one end of the spectrum.
I'm really good at
in-
Jeopardy.
in
Like,
regard-
I'm really good at Jeopardy.
There you go. In
Really
regards
good.
to your awareness and you know, in regards to your just drop the mic.
Yeah, I'm smarter than you.
The mic drop. So, yeah. So in your case, I would say that a therapist, probably the only benefit it would give you is maybe give you some thoughts that you didn't think about, or some way of going forward that sometimes you can get stuck. But for some people, like they're really not there at all.
Here's a question
Yeah.
for you. Here's a topic
Oh.
with regards to all of what you just said and politically correctness and stuff. Do we have a lot of people, more people than we've ever had, with some form of mental illness and or anxiety and or is there a point where I wake up every day tired, achy, and or depressed, but I got to get and get through it? Are we too easily diagnosing
Oh yes,
this
I think
stuff?
So.
Is everybody now? Here's the kicker I have with it too, because there's so many people taking advantage of it
Yeah.
that the real mental illness
Yes.
and the real depression
Yes.
is overlooked
Yes.
because everybody knows the system now. You can just
Yes.
go to your doctor and say, "I'm sad.
Yeah.
I don't go to work
I'm
anymore.
stressed.
I'm stressed."
I cry.
Right? You know, like
Yeah.
if I ever told my dad that I don't want to go to work today, I'm tired, I get the shit kicked. He's 72 years old, and he'll still kick the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
when did we stop being a school of hard knocks? And no, it's okay to be. You still got to like. I've got friends of mine that are on a whole bunch of medications and have never gone. I talked to one of them in great detail about like, you haven't had anything bad happen to you. Like nothing bad has happened. And he's like, well, you don't have to. Like you can just like for you getting out of bed, Mark, and going to work, you can do it. But I get out of bed and I can't face the day. I'm like, I can't grasp that. I don't know why. And shame on me. I don't know. You're a wonderful guy. You're smart. You got a great I don't see, like, short of losing a child,
Yeah.
this is life, guys. This
Yeah.
is where it's going to throw shit at you nonstop. And you've
Yeah.
gotten through
Yeah.
your darkest day, the worst day you've had in your life. Now, there's going to be darker ones,
Yeah.
but the worst you've gotten through with flying colors. What is that bad that you can't cope? I don't know. I need to, personally, that's where I lack. I'm not as empathetic. Oh, my God. You know there's these things out there called empaths?
A what?
An empath.
Okay,
They feel
educate me.
they feel your pain and it ruins their day. this is going to get some things on.
This is the thing.
Oh, there's super hot
That's-
chicks on Facebook
That's a
that
thing.
we don't understand what an empath, I don't even know how to pronounce it, an empath goes through because they feel other people's pain and emotions and it affects them.
Really?
Yeah, because they can feel that shit.
Well, I'm starting to feel your shit.
Dude, I got a lot of shit, and I told you when this
It's
show
fucking
started.
heavy.
Yeah, you don't got a couch or a degree long enough. Don't go down the rabbit hole. But y'all went down the rabbit hole. Y'all opened up Pandora's box, and here we are.
We can't close it.
Here we are.
Yes.
Welcome to the Mark Crandall and Fern and the other guy show.
But to your point, I think we live in a society that enables more and more.
Agreed?
And I'm not sure
Due
why.
to,
Due to
what was our last topic?
political correctness.
Right.
Yeah.
That was my topic.
Okay.
But anyways.
I'm a big Fern fan.
Yeah, you know.
I think Fern, this
I
is
know.
the yeah, big.
I feel a bit
Hercules.
But
isolated.
yeah, no, and yeah, I have to echo some of that stuff too. Like for mental illness is definitely
it's real.
it's real.
there.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing, and I think in the past, I think it went
Undiagnosed.
undiagnosed way too
many
much.
people, yeah.
People would drink. People abuse. A lot more abuse in the 80s.
Yeah,
and now,
Yes.
you know,
yeah, absolutely,
alcoholism,
and
you deal with it.
yeah.
But you go to war. Like I got buddies of mine that been to war.
yeah,
Seen some shit.
Yeah.
They're okay to be fucked up.
yeah.
They've done it. I've seen it. Okay. Buddy of mine who's never had anything wrong with them. Parents are wonderful, great life. Okay, I don't know what you've gone through, but everything's pretty good.
Yeah.
I know,
What are you fucked up for?
Yeah.
and you can't question.
No, well, that's part of the problem, right?
You
You're
can't
not
question.
allowed- This right now
'cause
we're
it's not
talking
politically
about is
cor-
bad.
it's
I
not-
know.
It's not politically correct to
No.
to ask, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of shit
You got
over
a
this
lot-
podcast.
Yeah.
I think.
But
it's
hey.
I think it's my last one.
But you
Don't
know what?
write, folks.
We
I'm
should be able to have these type of conversations and talk about it. Because otherwise, if we don't talk about it, like, okay, if I need to be corrected, correct me. Like, educate me. But we have to be able to have these conversations in order for us to be able to, to move forward. Because otherwise, we're just at a standstill.
Yeah.
I got
So-
in trouble with some moms at basketball. I have a 12-year-old boy who plays basketball. They had 2 games and a practice the other day. And 2 of the moms were there. They're 11-year-old boys. And they said, oh, my God, he's going to be so tired after the game. Like, and they oh, my God, I don't know what we're going to do. He's going to be exhausted. And they looked at me and they said, is your boy going to be exhausted after the game? Like, I don't care. He's 11.
Yeah.
I promise you, ladies, no 11-year-old has ever died from exhaustion
Yes.
of playing a like.
Yeah.
My boy doesn't even have water. You know why? He's 11. He's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll go to bed tonight at 9 o'clock without climbing the walls. But your kids are gonna be.
Yeah.
Stop. It's our generation too, boys. It's this generation of 35 to 50-year-old parents. For some reason, we're having the birthday parties with 21 kids. Yeah, put that on your podcast. 21 kids is too much for a birthday party. Your kid is not that popular. They do not know 21 kids. Okay, you do not need to. Again, single parents. We got to overcompensate. You do not need more than 5 kids at your kid's birthday party. He or she is not that.
Well, look.
Again, I'm ready to fight. Everybody want to fight?
No, look. Read. I don't know. Read the Coddling of the American Mind. John and Hyde.
Okay.
He talks about exactly all this stuff. Like we are
Is he a genius too?
destroy. Yes, he is.
He is.
We're destroying maybe a strong word, but we're really damaging our kids in the sense that we're not letting them experience things for themselves. Like we're not giving them. We're saying that, oh yes, they're independent. We're giving them this independence. We're not.
It's the opposite.
It's the
complete
opposite.
yeah,
We're
opposite.
we're
absolutely. Yeah,
overprotecting them. We're breaking down all the barriers that they should be breaking down,
Yes.
rather than and they're not experiencing
Yeah.
things.
We're not giving the tools. We're keeping the tools for ourselves.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's crazy. Like we
But where
need.
did that come from? 'Cause,
I don't know.
You know,
I
childhood was rough, but respect certain people. But where do we get this overcompensation? These things that we have to do this for these kids. We were on bikes. I mean, it's a different time. Our kids can't go bike the 5 kilometers away from home that we did when we were kids, just
Yeah.
given
Yeah.
the creep show and shit that's
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know, understand? But I mean, all these things that we're,
But at
we're
the
all
same
worried
time-
about now.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just every time that there is, because right now child abductions
Yeah.
All-time low.
All time low.
Yeah.
Like you don't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
hear about child abductions anymore unless it's the other parent or shit
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. You don't hear about that anymore. So why are we so afraid? Back in the day, the whole missing kids on the milk carton. That's what
I don't
created
even
all
think
this
they
shit.
sell blue vans anymore. Like I don't
Oh,
think
well.
you can even buy.
They
a
got
creepy
rid of
blue
that.
Van. Yeah. Like
yeah.
But I'm the same way. Like I was in the country. I would on the weekends. I would leave in the morning.
gone.
I was gone.
Your
and
mother would
she,
yell.
Yeah. She said, "When you're hungry, come back."
Yeah.
And I'd be back
Playing
eventually.
road hockey, 8:00
Yeah.
at night. You're yelling to come in. Like,
Yeah.
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 So I don't know. It's just we have to give our kids a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more independence, and let them
And we need
scrape
more-
their knees. Let them,
Yeah.
More punching of people. I'm a big punching fan.
Yeah.
Punching
I
fan.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
I'm glad my kids are not going to.
My boy's so getting beat up Tuesday. Your daddy said this. My single mom said your dad's a jerk.
yeah. So while we're on this topic, can I throw another one in there?
Do we have time? How long is this show?
Yeah,
by the
go
way?
for it. Oh,
We're going till midnight.
we can go whatever long we want.
I'm crashing.
It's a podcast.
I'm crashing here, by the way.
No problem.
Crashing here.
Double standards.
Double standards.
Yeah.
As in, give
well,
me one.
Well, I'll give you one that I find interesting, and again, it goes into our political correctness kind
Yeah.
of topic. I see stuff on talk shows, for instance, or comments on talk shows hosted by women. Not to name anybody, but
Big trouble.
First name would be Ellen.
I will not let you sit here and talk badly about that wonderful human being.
She is wonderful.
She is.
She is great.
She is
She's
great.
funny.
I love it.
I love Ellen.
it. But there are things that comments or things that she will do or say to male guests
Mm-hmm.
that would never fly if it was the other way around.
Probably.
As
Like, oh, let me touch your abs. Let me touch you. Oh my God, look at that body. And oh my God, let's show your abs. Or like those. And I understand that she's gay, but it doesn't excuse the fact that there are comments that if they were said the other way around, someone would lose their job. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Pay attention next time, or even on those talk shows where you got a bunch of women talking together, like The Social,
The View.
The View,
View, yeah.
The Talk. Listen to those, okay? Especially if it's just a panel of women,
Mm-hmm.
and listen to some of the comments or things that are said about men. And it's always joking, right? It's never mean or anything, but it would never fly the other way around. And I find that kind of amusing, really,
Yeah.
when I hear it. So, but pay attention next time. There's
you
always
definitely see it. I think I don't disagree with the comment because Ellen gets away with a lot. I think that unfortunately men, given what's going on right now, especially in Hollywood, have been such creeper fucking douchebags to women
That they feel they've
we've
earned
done
it.
it ourselves. Like I think that we've done a lot in the last friggin' 2 years.
yeah. But
Alone, but yeah, is it a double standard? I think it could be, but I think just given the severity of
Yeah.
what men have done
absolutely
recently to women, like they're in the driver's seat to get away with it a little bit more than we are.
Well, maybe.
Like
so
I don't even know if it's a double standard. It's more so I don't know. I don't even know how to word that. I just don't think even like her touching I've never had a woman touch my abs before asked to, so I can't comment on that. But I think that we have
you're
been
jealous
so
now.
grossly
Well,
horrible the other way
I-
that they're due for a couple of free
that-
breaks
well,
with
well,
it.
that's where we disagree. I agree with everything you said right there.
Yeah.
But that's like me saying, Mark, you got to stop being violent and punching people, and I punch you in the face.
No, but I still want to punch people. But I still want to.
But I understand everything, and you're
Except for-
absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But I think there should be
I
a
know.
little more awareness.
Because basically I think the to a certain extent they feel like they've earned it. They've earned the right to be able to say that because of what's happened.
Are they
And-
wrong?
No, they're not wrong, but why stoop
think
to
so.
our level?
I don't
I
know,
thi-
man. You look just take one guy alone, Harvey Weinstein.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
that.
No, I.
But
Go ahead.
that
look,
doesn't give anybody's right to.
but
do
why
this
stoop to
fucking
that
thing.
level? Why not take the high road? Why
Yeah.
not be?
There's a lot less traffic
But
on
it's
the high road.
Ellen.
I know.
She's adorable.
She's
I
funny.
love Ellen.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with her.
No, but I know what you mean, though.
But you see it on other shows too.
Yeah.
And it's not it's not huge, and it doesn't last very long. But there's things that are allowed that would not be allowed the other way.
Okay, let's take it even one step further. Let's take the African American people and use of a word.
Yeah.
Oh yes, but
And
they
use
can,
of a word.
But yes.
But you should not.
No.
Well,
It should not be used in any context.
I understand.
I think it should be a word
That
that's
this
wiped
is-
out of. So
Yeah.
it's not okay for us to say it. And I agree 100%. It's not. It's a derogatory term,
Absolutely.
no matter how it's used by any race.
Yes.
No
It's
matter
kind of hard
what-
to tell people, don't call me that, but I'll call myself that all the time.
100%.
We
Yeah.
see it in stand-up
You
comedy
see it a
all the time.
lot, and it
Yeah.
doesn't. So, okay, because in a comedic thing, it's setting is a little bit better.
Yeah.
No, I think that the word is if we're not allowed to use it, and I agree with us not using it. I agree 100%. You should not either.
No.
You're not promoting the destruction of that word.
Yeah. And you've gotten a lot
Just
of.
because
Yeah.
you're of a different color and a different race, and it's been
Yes.
referred to you as before, you should not be allowed
So
to use
basically,
that.
what you're saying is that Fern and I cannot call you Ginger, but you could call yourself Ginger.
Well, I was more offended by the
opposite.
squarehead comments earlier. And squarehead Ted Cottis hit the
Oh, ouais?
river review. Ouais,
Some-
je savais pas c'était bilingue, hein?
Ah,
I
no.
also kiss in French, for anybody out there wondering.
French kissing.
French,
French
very
kissing.
fluent
See,
in French.
stole that from us, too.
Kissing. Stole
Damn
that.
it.
French are too busy making love with their faces for war. They have no heart for war. That was.
He's
no heart.
talking
We're gonna
shit
get a
again.
lot
He's talking
of
shit.
calls.
Oh my God. We're
No,
gonna-
but it's okay because I married a French person who is going to leave after hearing this. that joke you say about the French people. That one you
Yeah,
tell
you're
them,
done. You're
That's
done.
okay.
I'm gone.
We're not politically correct.
No. So many reasons why we're gonna get canceled, but hey, it's all good because we're
Second-
talking shit.
Your second show.
We're talking
Cancel.
shit.
We invited Crandall.
That's it.
And
Mark,
now we're
Mark,
canceled.
look at me.
Fucking guys chewing it again. They say that's sexual frustration, eh?
Is
if you
it?
chew your ice,
Chew
you're
your
sexually
ice.
frustrated.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's another thing I have a problem with. Like, we analyze everything and we give, an intent to everything. So chewing ice
Yeah.
is sexual frustration?
Right, and those people who get annoyed by it are geniuses. I saw that the other day on Facebook too. People annoyed by people.
Yeah. Sexual
eating-
frustrated
Yeah,
people?
I haven't had a meal with my family in like 5 years. I have a wife. She's lovely, but she can crunch yogurt. I don't know how.
Crunch
She
yogurt.
can
Crunch
make
yogurt.
yogurt crunch.
Like,
So
is it past
I
due when
just-
she crunches it?
I just got to be in a different room. I don't understand.
How the hell can you crunch?
And my brother-in-law,
I think
Richard.
it's just a way to.
Richard, my brother-in-law, if you're out there, you're 39 years old. Stop smacking when you eat. Again, that's the parent's fault because you're a parent who condones smacking.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Mimel Pipal, you need to fix your shit. And Richard,
Oh, my God.
they're not listening. They're 70. There's no way they're listening to this.
What's their address? I'm gonna forward this to them.
Yes. They must be on Facebook.
They have to be. All right. Well, you know what? It's been over an hour.
Has it been already?
It has, yeah.
Fuck,
That
Mark,
was-
are you going to do this again? You got to come back.
You know
You
what?
gotta come
let's,
back.
Let's wait and see what the comments are, but I'll come back
Ah,
anytime, fellas.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had a
come back.
blast.
Let's say, you know what would be
Let's
nice?
let the people
what?
pick the topics.
Yes,
next
if
time.
we had
Oh,
had
that would be
nice
good.
comments, if we had
Yeah.
if we had I wouldn't say nice
could
comments,
read.
but if we had comments,
Yeah.
you could come back.
We could read
And
Meet
we-
A, the
and
single
address the
mom's
comments.
comment
And
from
address the
football.
comments.
Yeah, we could
You know?
read.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
if
mean-
you're listening out there, send us
Send
topics.
us. Crandall's ready for some
Crandall's
punching.
ready for
Don't-
anything.
I don't discriminate unless you're John Jameson. Unless you're listening, I'm not punching you, John. Okay, but everybody else gets punches except for Johnny Jameson. Just joking about that, John.
And you know what? Also, not only comments, but if anybody out there is interested
In
in
talking shit.
in talking
with us.
shit with us,
Yes.
drop us a comment. Let
Yes.
us know.
I was going to say we don't have a phone. We don't have like a live. We need that guy back here, Ben.
Where the fuck?
Right, didn't he?
Didn't he?
Yeah.
He could be taking live stuff here.
No, we don't have live.
No.
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 This is a week old. Like
Yeah.
this will be.
Oh, so this. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
this-
comments and we'll.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My
Cool.
my birthday will have passed when this airs.
How old are you going to
You're-
be?
How old do you think?
I hope I'm very wrong. I think people are usually older than me, but I forget how old I am.
Okay.
47.
You think I'm going to turn 47? Okay, so you're just basing that on what?
The gray in the beard like mine, but yours is salt and pepper. I got salt and ginger. Ain't nobody likes salt and ginger.
Okay.
Got a billion East Indians don't even cook with the
Well,
shit.
it's not fair. Fern knows, so I'm not going to ask him. I'll be 51.
51.
Tomorrow.
Ladies,
No, Tuesday.
you
Oh,
can't
Tuesday.
see
Tuesday,
this
right.
51-year-old Sean
Yeah.
Connery look-alike right here, right now.
I think you pronounce that Sean
But of course,
Connery.
no, seen. I seen him. That's another thing. People who say I seen, you're wrong. You, no one. I seen. No, I've always. I seen.
I'm Sean.
I seen. Have
I'm
you?
Sean.
Oh, fellas, we're just tip of the iceberg.
Oh
here.
boy, I think.
Oh, you got to come back.
Tip of
This
the
is
iceberg.
good. This is good.
All right, Al,
Fern.
Mark, thank you for
Are
coming.
we doing the question? Are we doing the question?
Oh yeah,
Mark?
let's do the questions.
Let's
we
do the question.
almost forgot the
All right,
questions.
so Mark, at the end of each time we have a guest,
Yeah.
we have some random questions.
You want to do
right?
this, right?
So
Yeah, let's do
I
this.
have 2 questions.
'Kay.
You pick 1 or 2. So you tell me number 1 or number 2.
Mario Manuel, guy I played hockey with when we were kids. He had number 2. I wanted it. Number 2.
Number 2, if you had to leave, to live in any other country,
Yeah.
and you can take your family with you
Yeah.
for a year or 2, which country would you pick?
If I had to live in any other country, which country? We talked about this earlier, Fern. I would move to Scotland. As a Scotch guy,
Yes.
I like it. But even bigger than that, I'm a redhead, not a ginger redhead, and I was in Scotland for 10 days. And I have never been the best-looking man in a room before, let alone a whole country. And the Scots are the ugliest people on the planet. Oh, they know. Scottish people is ugly. Oh, and like, if I'd stayed there for 12 days, I would have been king. They would have made me king of Scotland just because you don't even have to be good-looking people. Just go to Scotland, and I guarantee you're better looking than everybody there. So I have me a castle,
All right.
and I would have, I'd be Mark Crandall, king of Scotland.
All right. So no sponsorships from Scotland.
No,
No,
not even- but
no.
Yeah, we're ugly
I'll
people.
take that one
like
off
to
my
live.
list. Take that off my
Yes.
list. All right, question 1 to 3 on me.
3.
Yeah.
1 to 3.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's do number 2. Let's see what you got.
Oh, jeez. Describe humanity 50 years from now.
Oh my God, we're not gonna make it, guys. There's no description of it. We're fucked.
Really?
We are. I think mankind is at an all-time low. I think that people, like you said, we are just horrible right now.
Man after
We
your
are-
own heart.
We are me first in the gimmies.
Yes.
We don't care about anybody
Capitalism.
else. And
Fucking
I
capitalism.
think that Mother Nature
Fucking
is she just
capitalism.
waiting for that one big thing to say fuck you, and that one dig in the earth, that one thing that
Bam.
we've gone way too far, and we are in for a catastrophic event. I'm a big fan of the Avengers. Love the Avengers movies. Love
Yes.
them. And Thanos, in the last time, he won and he snapped his fingers,
Yeah.
and 50% of all species wiped out like that.
Yeah.
Mankind needs that kind of reckoning to happen to realize how valuable everything we have around us is. You need something drastic to happen to you to realize that, oh my God, we're doing this wrong, guys. Things around here are precious. Like, we are really not treating each other right.
Yeah.
We're not treating the earth right.
Yeah.
And it's gonna fight back. History is any indicator. It always has. But the next one's gonna be a big one.
So you're on Team Thanos.
Oh man, the guy was awesome. But Captain America is pretty cool too.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's pretty.
Yeah.
Right on.
Well, this has been really fun.
It's been fun.
It's been fun. Mark, you'll come back?
Anytime, guys. Thanks for
All
having
right.
me. Really
Perfect.
appreciate it.
It
Good.
was really fun. Thank you very much.
All right, Al.
Fern, till next time.
Till next time.
All right. We're out.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our conversation. If you did, you could do us a big favor and share with your friends or rate us wherever you listen to this podcast. Our goal is truly to highlight the Maritimes, and we can only do this with your help. If you didn't like our conversation, well, what's the matter with you? Nah, just kidding. Our motto is one day better. That means we always want to be one day better than we were yesterday. So leave us a comment on Facebook and tell us how we can be better. We'd appreciate it, and we might even read your comment on our next podcast. Thanks for listening, and remember, look at everyone like they have something to teach you. See you next time.